Alright, guys, we are back for segment number 2 of my 15th birthday special. We just played some Mario Brothers for the NES, and that was a whole lot of fun. And not only that, we actually did a double game on that right here. So in game 1, we were able to get up to phase 15, I believe. But I know for sure on game B, we were only able to make it up to phase 4. But those were still pretty good performances, regardless, right here. So for our next segment, we're going to be playing Super Mario Brothers for the NES. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do a one-player game as always, and let's get started at World 1-1. So just like what I did last year, we're going to do this thing to where we're not going to use any of the warp zones at all right here. And since I'm also playing this game on the Nintendo Switch 2 on the NES app right here, we can actually okay, why did I do that? Hold on. I want to show you guys something before I say anything more. If you get hit while you're Big Mario and you see a fire flower come up, it will not count as it will just put you to Big Mario. But as I was trying to say, since it is my 15th birthday special, we're going to do the same thing that we did last year, where we're not going to use any of the warp zones at all right here. And also, since I'm recording on the NES app on my Nintendo Switch 2, we can actually just, guarantee ourselves an entire run right here of the entire game, so that way we can, beat the game a whole lot easier. I already got 5,000 points on the flagpole. Now moving on to World 1-2, in which we're going underground. Yeah, I am glad that I did get a new desktop microphone for my PC right here, so that way I can record this entire birthday special in 4K right here. Here's the place where I normally go for the warp zone, but like I said, we're not going to bother doing that, all because, for like I said, we're not going to be using any of the warp zones, and I also went way too far right there. Alright, let's see if we get 5,000 points on the flagpole. Yes, we will. Now moving on to World 1-3. Okay, good. I mean, I could just rewind right here, but, yeah. I knew. Now moving on to World 1-4, and, I actually do believe that, this is, the most, selling Mario game of all time right here. Okay, what was I doing right here? Because there was actually 40 million copies, according to, for what I looked up. There was actually over 40 million copies sold of this game. I don't know what that invisible block was doing there. Okay, what was I doing there? Why did I just decide to sit there? I don't even know. Okay, should have ducked that. There we go. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna duck that. Take that, Bowser! Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Now moving on to World 2-1. What was I doing there? There's another fire flower so we can get extra points out of that. Let's see if we can get 5,000 points here. Yes, we can. Sweet. Now moving on to World 2-2. Now we're going underwater for this level. Yeah, I don't know what just happened there. Come on! There was no way I could avoid that Cheep. I do want to try to keep my fire flower throughout this entire segment right here. Okay, I do not want 2,000 points. Let's try it again. There we go. Got 5,000. Got 5,000 points right there. Ugh. Excuse me. Now moving on to World 2-3. Now the Cheeps are now jumping in the air right here, even though they're normally in the water. Oh, come on! That Cheep just jumped at the same time as me, I believe. That was stupid. Okay. Gotta wait for that. Okay, it still got me no matter what. Oh, come on! How did I go too far right there? Ah, that scared me. Okay. Man, this level is very hard. I don't even like this level one bit because the Cheeps just jump out of the water out of nowhere. At least we got 5,000 points on the flagpole. We are up to 100,000 points currently. Now moving on to World 2-4. I believe this is actually a maze right here. So if I go the wrong path, then we got to restart. Ah! That platform went down. Literally touched Bowser's fire. I've got to find some way to dodge this. Bro. Okay, I think there's no way I can dodge this. There we go. Just needed to do that, and there we go. I just gotta dodge Bowser's fire. There he is. Take that. We also did get a 1-up for collecting 100 coins. Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. Now moving on to World 3-1, and now it's dark outside. Oh. Sorry, I was just checking something. Okay. Thankfully I did not get, hit right there by that enemy. Okay, here's the end of the level. Okay, I do not want 2,000 points. No, thank you. I said I don't want 2,000 points. Bro. There we go. Now moving on to World 3-2. Whoa! Okay, what was I doing there? Okay, at least I got that Koopa show out of here when I kicked it. Okay, how did I miss the Paratroopa? Guess I need to do perfect timing. There we go. Alright, we got 5,000 points right there. We got 6 fireworks. Oh, man. Alright, moving on to World 3-3. Anyway, sorry about that. I do apologize about the time card right there, but I actually heard something, get knocked over, outside in the, living room of my house, so, I just had to check that out. Okay, I tried to jump right there, but it didn't even register. Yeah, I thought I was gonna fall, but I thought the Koopas were gonna surround me. Alright, there's an easy 5,000 points right there since I was able to jump off that, moving platform. Now moving on to World 3 4. Whoa! Okay, that was close. Okay, had no idea that was coming in. Why did I do that? At least I got him. Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Okay, now moving on to World 4-1. The lights are back on now. Now we have a big buddy Lakitu. Just throwing spinies at us. Okay, I had no idea that Piranha Plant was coming. I actually do know a way to get rid of him. Okay. Now, that time I completely missed him. I got him! We don't have to worry about him anymore. At least Lakitu. I can just speed through the level. Oh, but that Piranha Plant was still there. So, I can just speed through the level. How did Lakitu come back right here? You gotta be kidding me. I mean, it is fairly easy to avoid him. Yep, we got 5,000 points right there. Yeah, even though I literally killed Lakitu right there, he still somehow managed to come back right here. But we do get 6 fireworks right there. Alright, now moving on to World 4-2. And then this is also another level that I know for a fact has a warp zone. But like I said, we've been completing this game normally, so we're not gonna use this warp zone either, because I really want to make this extra special and beat the game for you guys. Okay, that was so close. Whoa! Why did I do that? Ah. There we go, I got him now. And we got 5,000 points on the flagpole. I'm just a little tired right now. But anyways, let's move on to World 4-3. Okay, why did I do that? And there was no way I was gonna avoid falling there. I just gotta wait for these Koopas to go. There we go. Ugh! Okay, why did I do that right now? Okay, what was I doing there? Come on! I clearly jumped right before the edge and it didn't even register. This is sometimes, what happens, out of nowhere right here. If you guys remember in my gameplay of Eternal Star on Mario Party for the Nintendo 64. Oh, okay, why did I do that? If you guys remember in my gameplay on Eternal Star on Mario Party for the Nintendo 64, like I said, I believe I said this in the last segment, but in case if I didn't, the controllers that I were using were the Switch OLED Joy-Cons, and those were starting to wear out right here. So basically it would start to not register the button inputs because the Joy-Cons were starting to become starting to become worn out right here. But for the Joy-Cons I am using for the controllers I'm using right now, I am using the Switch 2 Joy-Cons, and from what I do know, these actually still work perfectly fine right here. But I do know sometimes right here, the game just randomly doesn't register the button inputs right here, even on my even when we using a good pair of Joy-Cons right here. Sometimes the game randomly doesn't register it randomly. So I don't really get what the problem could be right there. And yep, it didn't even register it again. Ah, Bowser was on the middle path. Oh well. At least I know where he is now. Ugh! God, I forgot to jump over his fire. Okay, how can I even jump over that? Okay, there we go. That position. What? I thought Bowser was on the middle path, but he's on the bottom? Okay. Did not even see that coming. Gotta wait for that. There we go. That is much better. I lost my firepower. Okay. That lava bubble. I forgot to duck that. Yeah, I was shooting in the wrong direction. There we go. I got him. Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. So this ain't over yet right here. We still gotta get through 4 more worlds right here, and then we'll beat the game. Right, now it's time for World 5-1. Alright, I got a superstar. Ah, but I still fell. Even with a superstar, you can still lose a life for falling. There we go. Alright, we got 5,000 points right there. Now we'll be on to World 5-2. Sorry. We gotta watch out for the bullet bills. Come on! I can't even get past this hammer, bro. There we go. Oh! How did that hammer hit me? Oh, must have barely reached me. Okay, what just happened right there? I still cannot tolerate that. Well, that was a good shot, right? Oh! That was a pretty good shot right there, but I unfortunately fell down. I'm probably thinking after this world right here I'm gonna take a break right here, so that way I don't sit on this for like an hour, because there could be a chance that this could go for about an hour, because I'm trying to beat the game with no deaths. So anyways, we got 5,000 points on the flagpole right there. Now moving on to world 5-3. Okay, I actually did somehow defeat that bullet bill. Excuse me. Okay, how did I dodge that bullet bill even though it clearly hit me? Yeah, I don't know what I was doing there. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. But we do need to rewind, and not sure if it'll even pick up where I lost the fire flower at. Oh yes, it will. Okay, good. Because I heard something fall in the living room again, so that's why I had to do a time card there. Get another time card. Alright, we got 5,000 points right there. Now on to World 5-4, and after this one, I'm gonna take a break right here, but, this is still gonna be, in one video right here. I have an editing software that can, make this, the correct, length right here that I want it to be. Yeah. So, yeah, what I'll do is that, after I, actually finish this right here, I'm going to, like, after I finish the actual game right here, I'm going to, do this thing to where I'm gonna use both of the videos right here, and I'm gonna combine them into one, so that way, you guys don't have to watch another part. Oh boy, here's Bowser. Thank God we got him. Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Alright, but with that out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. And, I'll see you guys, after this. Alright, guys. Let's go and continue on with, Super Mario Brothers for the NES. And our good buddy Lakitu is back. Okay, what am I doing? Oh! Why did I do that? Okay, there was no way I could avoid that. There we go. Now I killed Lakitu, but the Spiny also took away my Fire Flower power. Come on! And it didn't even register my jump as well. Okay, I think the Spiny would have gotten me either way. Okay, the Spiny got me again. And now that new Spiny got me. There we go. There we go, I got him. We don't have to worry about him anymore. Okay, I do not want 2,000 points. Oh. There we go, we got 5,000 points. Now moving on to World 6-2 right here. I do believe we got a 1-up for getting to, for collecting 100 coins. Ugh! Why did I do that? Okay, there was no way I was gonna avoid that paratrooper. Yeah, I let go of the A button too early. There we go. Alright, now moving on to World 6-3. I still don't get it when you lose your power as Big Mario and there's a Fire Flower waiting for you and it still only gives you a and it doesn't count right here as a Fire Flower, which I don't get. But it's just how Nintendo even programmed this game in 1985. So I mean we can't even time. So I mean the only way that we could make all Fire Flowers count is if we time travel to the past. What was I doing there? Yeah, okay, I was not even making that. I was not gonna make that jump either way. Okay, no, I do not want 2,000. I still don't want 2,000. There we go. I want 5,000. Now moving on to World 6-4. Ugh. Come on! Oh boy, it's Bowser. And now he's gonna start throwing hammers at us. Thank God we got him. Thank you, Mario. What a princess is in another castle. Now moving on to World 7-1. Okay, there we go. Okay, I can definitely get past that hammer bro now. Okay, how can I even avoid that hammer? Okay, there we go, I avoided it. Come on! I can't even avoid the bullet bill. You know, let me wait a little. Okay. How was I supposed to know there was going to be 2 in a row? God. There we go. Okay, how can I even defeat that enemy with my fire power? No, let's try it. See if I can defeat this with my fire power. Guess I can't. Okay, it did not even register the jump at all. Oh, because I was in the brakes. Okay, now that time it didn't even register it at all. Literally having no problems with these Joy-Cons, but it still doesn't want to register it at random. But at least we got 5,000 points right there. Now moving on to World 7-2. Well, we're going somewhere. Okay, we're going underwater. Come on! How can I even get past those bloopers? Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't even get past this. There we go. Okay. Why did I do that? Thinking I could defeat that by touching its head, but I can't. I can't do it at all. Alright. Okay, I do not want 2,000 points right there. Okay, it didn't even register my jump again. Come on. I clearly hit the A button that time perfectly, and it didn't even register. There we go. Like I said, it sometimes doesn't want to register my button input at random. Now moving on to World 7-3. Oh, come on. Oh my god! Why do these Cheep Cheeps always jump out of the water? God. I always hate these jumping out of the water. And there's even Koopa Troopas as well. God. It's starting to get really annoyed. Okay. Thought I fell right there, but I guess I did not. Jesus fucking Christ! I can't even. I literally hate these jumping Cheep Cheeps. Come on now. And also, sorry for the F-bomb. Sorry for the F-bomb, but those are just so annoying when the Cheep Cheeps jump out of the water. Alright, we got 5,000 points on the first try, though. Now moving on to World 7-4. Oh boy, but this is a maze. This might take me a while to get past. Way. Wow. Can't even get past. Let me try this path by going down. Wow. Try this. Okay, I actually made it through there. Now I'm on to the next part. Try this. This. Okay, I failed that one. I'll try going to the top. Okay, I couldn't even jump right there through that. And it didn't register that time, but even then it would not even. Oh my god! Stupid firebar! Okay, where does that even form? Oh, it forms like that in the first place. This. This. Let me try the bottom. Wow, I still can't even get past. Let's try the middle. And I'll go this way. Oh, I made it! Oh boy, there's Bowser, and of course he's throwing hammers. Thank God we got him. Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Alright, now on to World 8-1. So this is the last world of the game right here. And I actually did hear about this world that it actually has absolutely no checkpoints at all right here. I have managed to get up to World 8 plenty of times, but those were when I was using the warp zones right here. But right here I did make it up here without using the warp zones, but I did rewind plenty of times. Sorry about the jump cut right here, but let's get back into the game. Now that time it was not planned because it actually stopped on me right here because yeah. We are good to get back into the game. Okay, why did I fall right in there? And I fell in there again! God! Come on! Did not even see those right there. Oh my god. Ugh! Okay, I should have jumped over that right away. There we go. Ugh! Oh my god, that was so close. You gotta be careful here. Okay. There we go. We got 5,000 points right there. Now on to World A2. Oh god, it's Lakitu again! God, I can't even stand him, but thankfully we can get rid of him. As long as I can get under this paratrooper. Come on! What? Oh my god. Still can't even get under that paratrooper. There we go. Alright, we got... Thank God we got him. Oh my god. Oh, there's a 1-up right there. Can I actually get it? Yes, I can! Alright! We do get an extra life right there. Oh, but that bullet bill came out of nowhere. Come on! These bullet bills are just coming out of nowhere. Oh my god. Can't even get past this level. And I literally was holding down the A button, but it still wouldn't even let me, get past right here. Okay. Oh my god, now it didn't register it at all. God, it sometimes doesn't want to do that at random. Yes, sometimes of the game still... Oh my god! Like I said, sometimes even when you time a button pressed correctly, sometimes it still doesn't register it at random. There we go. I mean, the Switch 1, it wasn't registering because the Joy-Cons were wearing out, but the Switch 2, it's just randomly, doing that kind of thing. And I can't... I'm literally cornered right here. There we go. Okay. That time it was the Koopa, and I couldn't even jump over that bullet bill. There we go. And it didn't even let me jump that far, even though I held down the A button. There we go. Cool. Alright, moving on to World A3. I still have my fire flower in case if I do need to take out these hammer bros. Okay, how did that hammer get me? Alright, I got one of them. There we go. Okay, why was there 2 bullet bills in a row? Okay, I got one of them. What the? How did that hammer get me? Yeah, at least both of them are gone. Ah, but I jumped a little too early. Gotcha, sucker. Alright, just gotta make some precise jumps here. Boom! Just like that. Okay, I need to get... I seriously need to get 5,000 points on this one. Boom! Just like that. We also get 3 fireworks right there. Alright, last level. World A4. Okay, what just happened right there? It didn't even let me jump that far. There we go. I'll try going in this pipe. Now, this is basically a maze right here, where you gotta go to the correct pipe in order to advance. If you choose the wrong one, then you'll just go back to the beginning. See, is it this one? No. So I'm gonna go back to the point where I entered the pipe. Ugh! That paratrooper just came out of nowhere. How can I even get up there? Maybe with a precise jump off this one? No, not even a precise jump will work. There we go. That invisible block helped me. Alright, we're still going the right way. But of course the Cheep Cheeps are jumping out of the water again. God, I always hate Cheep Cheeps jumping out of the water. Okay, there's this one. Yes! We're almost there. We just gotta get past this part, and then it'll be on to the final Bowser fight. And because I'm still Big Mario right here, I know just what I'm going to do right here. As soon as I take out this hammer, bro. Okay, why did the hammer get me? As soon as I take out... Oh! As soon as I take out this hammer, bro, I know just what I'm going to do. Ah! What I'm going to do is I'm going to run into Bowser, and I'll step on the hammer, and I'll step on the button, and there we go! I managed to, put that fire power to a good use right here, even though I, lost it right here, but, it still really helped right here that I was in some form of Big Mario right here. So just like that, we successfully, beat the game. So yeah. And this was actually the first time that I, managed to beat this game on camera for you guys ever right here. I never even beat this game on camera using the warp zones, but I finally managed to beat it for you guys. At least on camera, but I have managed to beat this game, myself right here. But yeah, What a great segment this was, and it was also a long ride too, but I will still take that kind of performance. So we ended up with a total of 543,050 points right here. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the segment off right here. So yeah. Anyways, that is going to do it for Super Mario Brothers for the NES as part of my 15th birthday special. But we still have some more games to play, and I'll see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.